Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today. Today is Wednesday, February 26, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Instagram, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Whatever does not fit, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. That's all. Pretty self-explanatory. Sorry, I'm just moving my bell. I moved it last night, I think, because Harley was up there, and I swear, she's a bull in a china shop, and she weighs like 10 pounds and she barrels through everything. She'll literally walk right in front of you, look up at you, like, get out of my way, and keep going. Like, she doesn't care. She's sassy as hell, and I love her to death. This is the Mystic Red Rose Oracle that I got off Amazon. Was it last year? Last spring? I think it was like $10, $12 maybe. I don't know what it would be now. Don't even look at me. Don't even ask me. I don't want to think about it. We got one on the table. Two on the table. Three on the table. Four on the table. Five on the table. Six on the table. Seven on the table. Eight on the table. We got nine on the table. Okay, let's do one more shuffle. You know what's funny is I love this deck, and I think this deck loves me. I think it does. And I think that's a thing, and I think that's okay. All right. I left the damn TV on too loud. I thought it was fine, but now it just sounds too damn loud. It's on like an 8. Apparently my TV on 8 is really loud. I thought that was too low, but what do I know? We've got backstabbing. We've got the snake. We've got death. Seduction. We got sword and rose. Okay, do you say sword or do you say sword? I'm just asking. We got heartbroken. The chaser. Okay. Talking, but it came out in reverse. So I'm going to leave it in reverse, but we're going to see. We got picture. Like, it literally came out in reverse. The dragonfly, bottom of the deck. Female or feminine, masculine, take heart resonates. It doesn't matter. So it's kind of funny because either you or someone else was backstabbed by someone that they would consider a snake. And again, you or someone else ended that relationship. But it's kind of funny because the first thing I got was that. And then the second thing I got was, this snake thinks you did that to them. And the third thing I heard was, whoever this snake is, they're still out there doing their antics to other people. Fabulous. We love to hear that. Because we don't like growth or change or healing at all. That's crazy. There was some kind of a sexual element. Again, whether this is you with the snake or someone else with the snake. A heavy attraction. This is someone that might have put you in like a third party situation, or they were gonna. Like if you know for sure there was no other person, they would have eventually. Like I said, you put this relationship to bed, but this person is still out there doing whatever the hell they were doing before. They didn't learn anything. They didn't grow from anything. They didn't heal from anything. Do you hear that? That's Bubbles crying because he thinks it's dinner time. He just ate at noon. Fresh, well, not fresh tuna, but canned tuna. You realized who and what this person stood for, and you got the hell out of there. And yeah, you might have been heartbroken, you know. You might have been grieving. But you weren't going to stick around for that. Whoever this person is, whoever this snake is, they're a chaser. They like the chase. So they'll chase you, they get you, and then they move on. They chase someone else, they get them. They lose interest as they go along. Like if this is someone that pursued you, you guys got together, you got in what you thought was a relationship. This person was probably already scoping out other people, if not, chasing other people and trying to get with them. This is someone so the chaser mentality is codependent. It's definitely codependent. And it's sad when you think about it, because it's really somebody that A, can't be alone, and B, they always feel like people are going to leave them, so they might as well move on to the new person and leave behind the old person. Does that make sense? Like they just keep moving from person to person to person because they fear they're going to be left. So the talking in reverse, I don't think you're talking to this person. I don't think this person is talking to you, but I think they're waiting for you to come in with some type of text or call. It says interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. I think they think that eventually you will come back around to them. They're not going to come back around to you because, like I said, they're just going to chase someone else. But this person has enough ego that they think that you're going to come back around. Like you're going to not be desperate enough, but you're going to realize like, oh, they were one of the better people that you ever had. The funny thing is with the backstabbing, the snake, and the death, like whatever this relationship was between the two of you, whether it was more of a friends with benefits or it was an actual relationship, I really get that you're the one that stopped seeing them. Like you stopped texting them, stopped calling them. Maybe you ghosted them, or maybe you came right out and said, hey, we're done here. Like you're a liar, a cheater, a thief, whatever. We're done here. And it's funny because even though I get that, like this person still thinks like at some point you would be codependent enough to come back to them. Even though they wouldn't do that for you, they feel like you would do that for them. And again, this person is codependent, but they move on to new people. They just keep siphoning through new people because it's easier that way. Nobody really gets to know them, right? And once they do, it's too late because they've already moved on to someone else. I think you probably are at the point where you look on this relationship as a learning lesson, this past relationship, should say, as a learning lesson. Whoever this person is, whoever this snake is, they don't care. They don't look at old pictures. They don't give two shits. Seriously. They don't care at all. My phone just beeped. It might be my friend or my boss. I had the toilets come and the plumber come to look at the toilets, and I decided to replace the toilets. They're gonna bring the toilets tomorrow, replace the toilets. They're gonna snake my drains to see if there are any um uh oh my god, clogs. Hello. And then if I need to rotor through my line, they can rotor through my line to clear that up. But yeah, $1,800 later. I'll have nice new toilets though. I told the guy, I said, I'm thinking that these are the original toilets. And if they're not, they're probably still 10 years old, like cuz I moved in when this place was like 20. I've been here 2 years, so yeah. It'll be 3 years this November. I love my place, y'all. I can't even tell you I love my place. I love it so much. Yeah, with the dragonfly, it says lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. So again, I think you're at the point where you reminisce, you're nostalgic about it, you're a little more lighthearted about it. Obviously, if there was some wrongdoing, right? If somebody treated you badly, cheated on you, lied to you, whatever, stole from you, whatever the case may be, obviously there's still going to be, I'm just going to say it, some anger issues there. I don't, I mean, for me, like, I feel like that doesn't necessarily go away. Um, if you guys subscribe to me, you guys know my situation. Like, I still have feelings. I still have days like where I think about what happened to me and I get pissed off. And I have other days where I'm like, okay, whatever, it was what it was. All those days, I'm just now at the point where, I wish people, can heal and figure their own shit out and move on from there. Like, I want that for them. I got that opportunity. I want that for them. But I don't want to have anything to do with them. There's literally some people I don't ever want to see again. I could care less. But that doesn't mean I wish, them any ill will or anything. I don't. If anything, it's the opposite, right? lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. I think, and take how this resonates for you, but I think most of you, when you were with this person, I'm not going to say you were low vibrational or anything like that. I'm just going to say that I don't really want to say it like that either, but it's I just heard you were an easy mark. If that triggers you, think about it, work on it. But I could say the same thing. I mean, all the people that took advantage of me in the past, I was an easy mark. I mean, I probably technically still am to some people, technically. I mean, I don't know. I use my intuition as best I can, and I stay away from the people that I know are toxic, and then the ones that ride the line, I just try to stay away from their line, if that makes any sense. What I'm saying is after you put this relationship to bed, I think you took some time for yourself. If you still aren't by yourself, some of you might be in relationships, some of you might be married. This could have been whatever this is. It could have happened to you years ago. It could be happening right now. Maybe it's going to happen tomorrow. I can tell you every person on the planet has probably experienced a relationship like this at one point or another, if not multiple times, right? But I think you went through a period of hermiting, seclusion, looking after yourself, and not even necessarily like self-care and all that. Just kind of, sticking to your own person. Not you might not even have been hanging out with friends for a while. I went through that multiple times in my life. At the end of the day, I'm in my opinion, that can only do you good. It gives you time to heal. It gives you time to reflect. It gives you time to think about where your life is going and what path you want to take, what direction you're going in. And that's nothing but good stuff, Growth, change, learning. um you may have looked at this snake like this, like when you first broke up with them, but whoever this snake is, they still look at you as some type of competition, some type of enemy. Like if this is two people that were, together for like 6 months, right? You thought it was a relationship. They were fucking around, halfway through or less than halfway through. They don't even really give a shit like what you're doing, but at the same time, like they're out there doing the same fuck shit that they were doing before and with you, and they're thinking in their mind, well, if they're doing this, I can one them up. Like I can one up that mother, you know, like I hope you're out there having sex with everyone you meet. I hope I meet you at a club and I see you with 20 girls or 20 guys or whatever. Like, you think you're better than me? Ooh, yes, yes. This person gets pissed off because they think that you think that you're better than them because you left them. That's where the competition and the enemy comes in. They think that you look at them as low vibrational, toxic, karmic, and you might, right? But they don't think you should look at them like that. They think you're the same as them, even though really deep down inside they know you're not. They know you're not. Because let's put it like this. You get in a relationship with someone, you find out they're cheating. What do? You're either going to do one of three things. You're going to break up with them. You're going to stay with them, and let them cheat. Or three, you're going to cheat on them. You're going to stay with them and let them cheat on you, but you're going to cheat on them. Okay, if you don't do that, if you don't do the same thing to them that they're doing to you, they think that you think that you're better than them. That's what it is. That's sick. That's sick. Because you shouldn't want to cheat on somebody. That doesn't no. You should not want to do that, you know? And it's kind of sad that, like, it's kind of sad that someone would even have that thought, like, oh, like, I'm gonna see you out at the clubs. I bet you're fucking as many people as I am, and you're just lying about it. Well, some people don't want to live like that. And even if you were living like that, and let's say you got together with this snake and you finally thought you found the one that you wanted, and this idiot, this snake, was cheating on you, and you were devastated and you broke up with them, even though you were absolutely heartbroken. And you decided, I'm just going to kind of stick to myself for a little bit, see what happens, whatever. And then maybe you date, maybe you don't, whatever. It doesn't matter. You kind of heal from the situation. You learn something, right? You take it with you, you keep going. And this person is still in the same spot. They're still in the same spot, fucking around, not learning anything, not growing. And they have the nerve to be mad at someone for being different than them, for changing your mind, for deciding you don't want to be that person, for deciding you do want a happily ever after, and you're willing to wait for that happily ever after, right? Like, they're pissed off. It's just, to me, it's just a waste of energy. Why are you pissed off about that? Like, there are so many things going on in this world for you to be pissed off about. You're going to be pissed off that someone else healed themselves and moved on with their life and doesn't want you, and you're still stuck in the same fucking place, not moving, not growing, not healing, still doing the same fuck shit, and you're mad at that other person. I don't get it. I don't get it. You can't just be happy for someone for being happy. I have this discussion with people all the time at work because I don't get it. There are some people at work that are just, especially some people that I used to be friends with at work, that are just so fucking nasty. Like, just absolutely nasty as hell. And by nasty, I mean just mean. They're like mean as hell. And they're never happy. They're always angry. They're always like moody, and like, you can just tell, like, they just sourpuss all day long. And it's really sad. It's just really sad that, and I say this every time, it's really sad that you can't just come to work, do your job, and go home. Mind your business and go home. And these women will come to work and talk shit about everybody else and stand around and still be miserable by the end of the day and go home and do it all over again the next day. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't, like, why? Why? And how does it make you happier to talk down to someone else or treat someone like garbage, you know? Like, how does that make you feel better? I don't know. It was kind of funny because I was driving home from work yesterday and I got to the intersection and it's a four-way light, but the side of the road that I turned down to go towards my condo, it's two separate turns, right? So that side will go and then that side will go. They don't go at the same time. But then the road that I was on, that I was turning from, they will go at the same time. And there is no turn signal. So you have to sit there at a green light and wait for all the cars to go in order to turn. And when you turn, you cross over the train tracks. So we were sitting there at a red light and I was going to turn right, but the train came. There was a truck there waiting. So the train left, went through, stuff. The gates go up, the truck goes through. I go through because we had the green light, and the car, and there's traffic. Like, there's cars going, and I'm going, like, they're going, and this car from the opposite side just decides to turn. And it's like, buddy, you don't have a turn signal. You don't have the right of way. And I beeped, like, I laid on my horn because, you know, not only was he going to hit me, but he could have been hit by the car that was going straight, you know, through traffic. So I laid on my horn and he had the nerve to flip me off. And I'm like, you don't know how to drive. You don't know how to drive. I was in my car. I was like, is this really happening? I was like, these mothers don't know how to drive. And don't get me wrong, I've made mistakes on the road before, but I always, you know, like wave and, you know, bow my head like, I'm sorry, like, you know, whatever. Especially when I first started driving. But when somebody does wrong on the road and then they flip you the bird, I was like, then I have to get in the turn lane to turn into my development. There's houses here on the street and then my condos, right? The buildings for my condo. There was a girl and a young woman in a big ass SUV, like kind of like mine, but I think a little bit bigger. I want to say like a Chevy or something. I'm not too sure. And she was turning in, but when we got to the stop sign, she was going to turn left and go down the street where the houses are. She just puts on her turn signal. She sits there. And I have my windows rolled down or my one window rolled down because it was nice yesterday. It was nice today too. It was in the 50s. And I said, are you going to go or are we just going to sit here? Because, like, what are we doing? Now, the road, they don't stop. We stop, they stop, but they don't stop. But there was nobody coming. Nobody from either side. And I'm like, hello? Like, why are we just sitting here? I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I'm like, what is with all these horrible drivers on the road today? Like, they don't know what, they're not horrible, but they don't know what they're doing. Like, they're out of their mind or something. Like, they all drink the Kool-Aid. And I got all upset about it. And then I came home and I'm like, Kim, like, why do you do that? Why do you get upset at the idiot drivers? Like, let them be idiots and just go about your day. But no, I can't. They drive me nuts. I felt bad afterward. And that's funny because, like, I was talking about these women at work that remind me of this snake. Like, you know that they don't feel bad. They don't feel bad. They keep doing it. They keep being mean. They keep gossiping. They keep acting stupid, and they don't care. You know, they do it every day. They don't care. They don't regret it. Meanwhile, here I am feeling bad for yelling at somebody on the road, you know? Someone I don't even know. This snake would not feel bad about that. I also think too, last thing before I call it quits on this, I also think too that when you broke up with this snake, they're usually the ones that break up, but they don't usually break up with people. I think they ghost people. Like they just all of a sudden stop texting you, stop calling, stop coming by your place, and just like cut you off. Because that's part of their game. Like if they cut you off, you're more likely to come back around. Like, oh, I don't know why you stopped talking to me, but here I am. Like that's what they hope for. And I think when you cut this person off, when you broke up with this person, I think it really pissed them off. I don't get me wrong, I still think that they are conceited enough to believe that you could still come back around. But I think it pissed them off that you broke it off. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the message resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all enjoy your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.